Everyone, Lori Marie here, mixed media artist in Vallejo, California. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to do a shout out to Christine. She ordered a couple of traveling collage kits and a stencil. I've sent a few stencils out. I have more coming. Of course, I'll be taking those to Missouri with me, some of the large circles and the bricks and some of the collage kits and some of the t-shirts and some of my books. I'll be taking those to Missouri to the altered book class that I'm teaching. The beginning of September, we did have Darlene joined us yesterday, so she signed up for the class. That's very exciting. This is another page in the circus book. I'll be teaching the cover and the first few pages in the class in Missouri, and then I have posted a few that I have played with here on the table. So it's very, very fun. This one's fun. It's a tall man, so his legs stretch out. So fun. The store, my website store, will be closed for the next 3 weeks. I won't have the ability to get to the products and get the products to you in the next 3 weeks. So there won't be any way to place the orders on the website for the next 3 weeks, okay? All right, that being said, I think that's all. I do have something in the works with Barb, with an organization in Africa that we're going to be sending some supplies to. They can't get their hands on some of the supplies that they would like to play with. So in about 3 weeks, I will be pulling that together a little bit better with Barb. So that's very fun. Barb is the one that I'm doing the community circles with. Yes, yes. And let's see, I think that is it. Thank you for your membership sign-ups. That's been very fun. You'll notice by comments, a little pair of underpants. That means those people are paying $1.99 and they are getting some extra little clips. Like me baking scones, making sauerkraut, jumping in a pool, Victoria's hair, Hudson's rescue story. Those are the kind of things that are happening on the membership for $1.99 a month, so you know what's going on there. So, and some clips from our travels in Costa Rica. Those will be on there as well. So if you'd like to join us, please go onto the YouTube page. There's a join button. Tap that. It should walk you through, and entertainment abounds. All right, enough out of me. See you on the table. All right, here's our project for today. It's on the 2-page spread with the gal that comes out of the cannon, which we have a video on that. This is the magnet clown that will travel from page to page throughout the circus book. The circus book I am teaching in Missouri, outside St. Louis, beginning of September. Join us if you can. That would be great. I have created a tall man. He's so fun. Okay, let's get to it. Whoop. This is a little bit weak, but it's still being held together by the strings, by the sewing of the signature, so I'm not very worried about that. Okay, good morning. I have an intention, and I'm going to drag you right along with me. So this is a piece of scrapbooking paper. It's kind of sturdy, but not too sturdy. It's about 7 inches long, 3 inches high. I have another piece that's 3 inches high and about 1 inch wide. I have a clown that I want to play with, and I have a tag that is not quite cut straight. No surprise there. See if I can straighten that out a little bit. And this guy is what? A little bit less than 2 inches wide. All right, there's my moving pieces. I have a piece of ribbon around here someplace. There we go. And a piece of ribbon. I'm going to fold this in. And then I'm going to eyeball it and fold it into thirds. One. Bring in my bone folder, flatten that out. All right, so that's nice and creased. I'm going to open it up. I'll call this the top and this the bottom. I'm going to bring in my piece of that is 1 inch by 3 inches. I'm going to glue that into the center of that bottom piece. I'm going to grab some tacky glue, put a little bit of tacky glue on there. Place that in the center of the bottom. And let that dry for a moment. You know it's not dry. I'm going to come in with my scissors and make a notch, cut where that double piece is. On the top and the bottom. So that's what we have so far. Okay? Alright, I have a ribbon here. It's pretty slick, actually, which is a good thing. We do want it to slide. If you have sticky tape or glue dots or something like that, this is a good time to use that. I am going to use 2 glue dots. These are good size glue dots. Yeah, nice and sticky too. Sticking to everything. There we go. We want this to be able to move, but we don't want it too tight nor too loose. Trim off the extra. Make sure that that moves. A little tight. Loosen it up just a little bit. There, that's better. Seems to move freely. Retrim that edge. I'm going to bring in a piece of the paper that I've used as a cast off from the paint from the book pages. So it doesn't exactly match, but it doesn't exactly not match either. Put that down with Mod Podge. Cut off the extra. I'm going to actually cut some corners, round some corners for it. I'm going to pop a large hole in the bottom. I punched a large hole in the bottom with my Crop-A-Dile. I'm going to put an eyelet in there. Alright, we have the ribbon here in our notched area. We have our card that's going to have something on it. I'm going to put a couple more glue dots on the top area of that ribbon. These are really good sticky glue dots. Take my card and go to the top of that ribbon right there and glue that down. So here's the mechanism of the sliding card. Okay, pretty good. Take this, I'm going to put some tacky glue on the edge here. Close that up. I have some leftover ribbon, yay! I will put that in that hole. Tie a knot. A little bit of tacky glue on the knot so that that stays put. Bring in a clip. Clip that. Still moves. Leave it alone. Let it dry. All right, I am in the back of my book. Sturdy page. Back of my book. This is Mod Podge. Put Mod Podge on both sides. Bring in the card that I have been working on. Place that on the edge there. I'm pulling the card out a little bit so that the card does not get glued into place. We do not want that. I have a magnet someplace. Okay, that must be where it belongs, because that's where it went very easily. A little bit of tacky glue on there, just to make sure. What I need to do this time around also is to bring my clown in. Tacky glue here where that acetate is going to go. So I have my acetate in there for the clown. I think I've given him enough room. That's tacky glued. The magnet is tacky glued. Our little card is in there. Bring in my clips. Hold everything steady. Let it dry. Okay, I made 2 copies of this clown, which I got out of the ephemera book, and I cut his legs off. Alright, so those are separate. I'm going to glue these onto the tag with his feet at the very bottom of the tag. I'll do that with Mod Podge. think that'll be good. Cut him off at his feet. So when this is closed, it'll be there. When it's open, his legs will be longer. Okay, I think that's going to be just fine. Let's go ahead and glue him down. Haha, very cute. All right, I'm gonna stop monkeying with it and let it dry. Before I go forward with the Stabilo and maybe some of the crayons, I'm gonna come in here with my Crop-A-Dile. I have these fun little screw things. I don't know what they're called. Maybe some of you know. It has a front and a back. The front or the back looks like a screw, and then this screws on. I'm going to poke a hole in here with my Crop-A-Dile. I just want to make sure that the clown stays put in all of his activities. Put the flat side of the screw on this side. And wind this up as tight as I can. It's a bit on the loose side, but we're just going to have to live with that. And that is okay. Go around the edge of the page. So this is weak, but it's being held together with the strings. So I am not really concerned about that. All right, so that does bug me. So we're going to take that out. This is a piece that's left over from something else. I'm going to pop a couple of these loose. Glue those together with some Mod Podge. Bring my Crop-A-Dile back in. Pop a hole. Maybe not in the center. And some hubbies calling me for the morning check-in. So I'll put the flat side back in here. Hopefully that's big enough to take up all that spare room, that wiggle room. I think so. Screw this guy back in. And that works for me. That acetate has gotten nice and grungy with Mod Podge during the process of the book. Clean that up a little bit. I think I'm going to Stabilo around the clown a bit. And I'm going to stabilo around the little card that pulls out. All right, so this is the last page in the back of this book. I made him so that he has long legs. Let's see how that works. Works very well, yay! And then our clown with the magnet. So go create, go play, go have fun!